Hi, my name is Anna Hellman, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today I want to make this really neat double Z fold card using a new set from Stampin' Up! Called Butterfly Brilliance. This is an absolute gorgeous set. It includes one big stamp that has all these butterflies on it, and then the die set is very large. We have all of the detailed butterflies that align with these 6 butterflies. And then we also have this one big die that will cut out all 6 butterflies from the stamp. So I'll tell you what we need for this card. I will show you exactly how I created it. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you quite a few other cards I've also made with this set. So you'll want to stick around until the end so you can see those. So here's what we will need. We need 2 pieces of crumb cake cardstock, one that measures 4 1/4 by 11, one that measures 1 1/2 by 11, and both of these need to be scored at 2 3/4 and at 5 1/2. Then we need 2 pieces of pearlescent paper. So this is a new release with the January through June mini catalog from Stampin' Up! With this pearlescent paper. I am obsessed with this stuff. It is gorgeous, and embossing it is my absolute favorite way to use it because it brings out that beautiful sheen without any work at all, really. So we need those 2 pieces. Then you'll need a piece of linen thread that measures about 20 inches and some designer paper that we will stamp the butterflies onto. So here are some butterflies I've already prepared, but I will show you exactly how to do that with some designer paper and some ink. Let's go ahead first and prepare those butterflies, and then we will be able to assemble everything. So when I use this big butterfly stamp, I really prefer to use it on the stamparatus because it's so large and I don't always get the entire thing stamped the first time. So the stamparatus is perfect because I can go back and press a second time to get it stamped all the way. So you can pick any color you want. I used Melon Mambo on the card that we're going to create. Now right here for this one, I'll show you this color is Magenta Madness. So ink that up, put some designer paper in your stamparatus from any set you want. We've had some people disappointed that the butterfly paper that goes with the set sold out really fast, but you can create your own. So no worries, use any designer paper you like with some kind of subtle pattern on the background is what I would choose. And then you can create your own. So that's stamped most of the way. I'm going to stamp it one more time. Like I said, with this large stamps like this, it can be a little challenging to get the entire thing stamped, but there we go. I tried a second time, it's perfect. So now what I can do is take my paper that I just stamped and the die from the set and show you how this works. So this one large die that I mentioned, it overlays perfectly right on here. So I can run this through my cut and emboss machine and cut that out all at once. I just love how this set coordinates together and works like that. So now that you have your butterflies, I'll show you what to do with the rest of the card. So let's prepare the card base first. And to create a Z fold card, what you need to do first is fold it in half, just like a regular card. You'll definitely want to have a bone folder so you can burnish this and get it to lay nicely. Then, where that is scored in the center right here, we fold that back. Same thing with the small piece. Fold it in half. And then fold this little flat back. So what you will have are 2 pieces that looks like Z's, hence the name a double Z fold card. Now let's go ahead and stamp on the piece where our greeting is. So I'll bring my sample card back in here so you can see what it looks like. And we'll unfold this piece. And over here, you want to use the panel that is the full length, not the one that is folded in half over here. And on the right side of this full panel, that is going to be where the greeting is. So I have this "You Are Amazing" stamp I thought I would use. I wasn't sure if I would want to use this for birthday or thank you or something else. So "You Are Amazing" is perfect for basically anything. So we'll stamp that. Now we will attach the pearl piece to the inside. When you assemble this, you have to be careful about the order that you put everything together. I actually did this project at a class recently, and we had a few people that we had to improvise because it didn't get put together in the right order, which is probably the teacher's fault, if you ask me. But we were able to make it work. So the first thing you want to put in is this pearlescent piece in the center. Now, if you want to stamp a greeting on this, you will probably want to do it over here behind where this flap will be. You could put something else up here if you wanted to, but it will show. Then you just want to be careful about letting it dry for a little bit because this pearlescent paper isn't going to absorb that ink real fast like regular cardstock does. So either let it dry for a little while or grab your heat tool and you can speed up that drying process. Now we will attach the second Z to the card base. And the way I like to put the adhesive on for this is to fold it so that the Z is folded shut, flip it over to the back side, and you can put adhesive across that entire surface that you see. You don't really want to glue the two pieces together. Don't run your adhesive all the way across, but you can put adhesive on this top section, put adhesive on this bottom section. And first, I like to open the card up and lay it in here somewhere towards the bottom so that it's even with this right edge and so that it goes straight across your card, and press down just this right part. Then open that up, fold this closed, and before I do that, nope, that's right. I'll put this on right now. This will allow me to put this other piece on top and you won't see this flap. Now, if you want this flap to show, what you would do is put your piece there and then glue this on top. So you do have both options, but I'll attach that down. Now I will attach this piece on top. And there is the base of our card, all nice and put together. So what I'll do next is I really like to put some messy thread on under some of my card elements sometimes. So I thought that would look nice with these butterflies. So I just like to put a little bit of tape down, leave an end sticking out and stick the twine down into the tape, wrap it around, stick it back into the tape one more time, and then just keep looping and wrapping and pressing it into that tape. Now at some point I like to check and see if that looks the way I want it to. So with this one, I'm going to be using 2 of the other butterflies from the set because all 6 butterflies in the set are unique, but I like how that looks. Looks like it's about the right size. Doesn't stick out too far. And then we're ready to attach the butterflies, which is the very last step. So when I attach butterflies, I either like to run a little bit of glue down the center or put a dimensional in the center, but not attach the wings. That allows the wings to fold up a little bit. So attach the big one first. And I'll turn that a little bit so that it doesn't cover up the greeting. This is the biggest butterfly out of that set. And then I debated where I should put this other one. I think on this card, I think I'll actually put it over here. We'll change it up a little bit. So you could put more butterflies on if you wanted to. I really like this little one, but that was the smallest one in the set, so I didn't have any more of the small ones to use, but really like this. You could make several of these and they could all be different because of those 6 different butterflies. So that is today's project. Now let me pull out some cards I've made with this set in other videos. I'm going to link you to these videos so you can take a look at them if you want. In my introduction video to this Butterfly Brilliance set, I showed all of these cards that I created using different methods, different techniques. Coloring with the blends, some watercolor here on the background, die cutting those detailed butterflies out of vellum, just a lot of fun different techniques. So that is a video you can check out. Then I created 4 more specialty videos with particular projects that I did several different techniques on. So here, this was a video where I did the watercolor in the background, and then I created those overlays out of vellum and added shimmer paint to them. They turned out really beautifully, so I'll link you to that. This one I created with a technique called Joseph Scope, where you emboss the butterflies with clear embossing powder and then add ink over the top to cover the surface and make it dark, but your designer paper underneath the clear embossing shows through. Here is one of my favorites. It's a shaker card. That whole front pocket is one big shaker. So that's a really neat one. Again, I used the pearlescent paper on this one because I love it. And one more that I also used the pearlescent paper on is this slimline card. And on this one, I showed how to emboss an entire card front for a slimline card, even when you don't have an embossing folder that is large enough. I had to use 2 separate pieces on this one to be able to emboss that entire card front. So that is a really neat one you can take a look at as well. So thanks so much for joining in for today's project. You can find links to all the products I used in the video description below. You can also find a link to my blog where you can find more information about this project and more inspiration. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share this video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.